Hello students, this is Nitin Mohod and today through this video we are going to understand the concept of systolic and diastolic blood pressure meter. Basically systolic and diastolic are the blood pressure levels and the meter which is used to measure these levels, blood pressure of the patient, is called as blood pressure meter. Before moving on to the blood pressure meter, we will see some blood pressure basics. So blood pressure is the most important parameter measured and studied in the medical and physiological fields. And the instrument which is used to measure it is called as sphygmomanometer. It basically determines the maximum and minimum pressure exerted on the walls of various arteries around the body during each cardiac cycle. Now we will consider different parameters. So far the diastolic and systolic, that is lower and higher pressure levels, are concerned. So when these pressure levels are measured, so far the diastolic, that is lower level pressure, is concerned, it is measured in between the lub and dub, that is between the heartbeats. So when the heart beats, it produces the sound like lub and dub, which can be heard through the stethoscope. And when the heart is relaxed between lub and dub, at that time the diastolic pressure level is measured, while the systolic, that is higher level pressure level, is measured when the heart is actually beating. So far the normal ranges are concerned. For diastolic or lower blood pressure level, 60 to 80 mmHg is the normal range, while for the systolic, that is higher level, it is from 90 to 120 mmHg. In which age the monitoring of the diastolic and systolic is required. So particularly in young ones, the diastolic plays very important role and it is required to be monitored, while as the age increases, the systolic or higher pressure level is prominent. Methods used to measure blood pressure. So basically there are two methods to use for the measurement of the blood pressure. One is the direct method, which is used when absolute accuracy is required, such as in critical conditions, as you can see in ICUs and ICCUs. For direct measurement, the problem is a probe is inserted directly into a body, but that's why the method is uncomfortable for the patient. While in indirect method, the BP apparatus is used externally, as generally the doctor used to do while measuring the patient's blood pressure. Circuit for processing the electrical signals received from the pressure transducer for the measurement of arterial pressure is as shown. So here you can see the circuit which is used for the measuring the blood pressure, systolic and diastolic, both levels, that is systolic indicator and diastolic indicator. This is the circuit which is associated with diastolic indicator or diastolic blood pressure, that is lower blood pressure, while this is the circuit which is associated with the systolic indicator or higher blood pressure level. Here you can see a bridge circuit where one arm of the bridge is a strain gauge pressure transducer, which actually feels the pressure from the blood pressure directly and makes this bridge imbalance. So moving on to the working of this circuit, the transducer is excited with 5 volts DC excitation. Equivalent electrical signal to the pressure or blood pressure corresponding to the arterial pressure are amplified by the operational or carrier amplifier, which is shown here. Input stage is a differential circuit. Now operational amplifier is shown here and its input stage is a differential circuit which amplifies the pressure changes sensed in the patient connected circuit. Gain of the amplifier can be adjusted depending upon the sensitivity of the transducer. For measurement of systolic pressure, that is this part, a conventional peak reading type voltmeter is used, which is M1 shown here. When a positive going pressure pulse appears at point A, the diode D3 conducts, and as the diode D3 conducts, it charges the capacitor C3 to the peak value of input signal, which corresponds to the systolic value actually. Time constant, which is decided by the values of R3 and C3, are chosen in such a way that it gives only small oscillations on the indicating meter, and the meter actually points to the systolic blood pressure. So for the diastolic pressure is concerned, so diastolic pressure is derived in an indirect way. Clamping circuit consisting of capacitor C1 and diode D1 is used to develop voltage equal to the peak to peak value of pulse pressure. This voltage appears across R1, because of which the diode D2 conducts and charges capacitor C2 to the peak value of the pulse signal. The diastolic pressure is indicated by a second meter M2, which actually provides the difference between the peak systolic minus the peak to peak pulse pressure signal. So I hope the measurement of diastolic as well as systolic blood pressure and the entire block diagram is clear to you, along with the concept of blood pressure and the blood pressure meter. Thank you.